Imagine a performance guarantee that is supposed to reduce in value as a project progresses. The contractor completes milestone after milestone, the risk to the beneficiary keeps shrinking, so logically, the bank guarantee amount should keep shrinking too. But does that mean the bank has to issue a brand new amendment every single time a milestone is completed? Constantly drafting paperwork, getting fresh approvals, going back and forth between the applicant and the beneficiary just to reduce a number? That sounds exhausting, right? And in international trade, my dear friends, exhausting processes lead to delays and delays lead to disputes. Article 13 of URDG 758 solves this problem in the smartest way possible by allowing the guarantee amount to change automatically without needing a fresh amendment every time. So welcome back to English Trade Bites, your article by article series on URDG 758, the ICC's Uniform Rules for Demand Guarantees. I'm Ravneet, and if you're joining me for the first time, subscribe right now to Ravneet Knowledge Bites YouTube channel and explore the English Trade Bites playlist. All earlier episodes are right there waiting for you. So today, my dear friends, we are on Article 13, variation of amount of guarantee, and this is one of the most practical time-saving articles in the entire rule book. Article 13 says that a guarantee may provide for the reduction or increase of its amount or specified dates or on the occurrence of a specified event. In simple terms, the guarantee itself can be built with a built-in formula for how its value will change over time. No fresh amendment required. The mechanism is already baked into the original document. Now let us see this through that Rahul story. Now if you're a new viewer, let me tell you that in the entire series I've taken a hypothetical example. Mr. Rahul is the owner of Buildright Constructions, a Mumbai-based company in India, and it has undertaken a construction contract with the UAE government authority at UAE, and also we have assumed that Axis Bank India is Rahul's banker that has issued a performance guarantee in favor of the UAE authority for Buildright Constructions project. Now suppose instead of staying fixed at one number for the entire project duration, the guarantee is drafted to reduce in value as the project progresses. Because as work gets completed, the risk to the UAE authority naturally goes down. Article 13 allows this reduction to be written directly into the guarantee from day one. Now there are two ways this variation can be structured. The first is by specified dates. The guarantee could simply say the amount starts at 10 crore rupees, reduces to 8 crore on the 1st of April and further reduces to 6 crore on the 1st of July. These are fixed calendar dates. Axis Bank does not need anyone's permission for any fresh paperwork to apply these reductions. It simply follows the calendar exactly as written in the guarantee. The second way is by a specified event rather than a date. For example, the guarantee might say the amount will reduce once a completion certificate for a particular project phase is issued. Now this is event-based variation rather than date-based. Now here comes the most important principle in the entire article, and it is something every trade finance professional must get absolutely right. How does the bank determine that the specified event has actually occurred? Article 13 gives us a very clean, very simple answer. If the guarantee specifies a particular document as proof of that event, the event is deemed to have occurred only when the document is presented to the bank. Now let us bring this to life. Suppose the guarantee says the amount will reduce once an engineer's completion certificate is presented to Axis Bank. Now let us say the actual construction work for that phase finishes on the 15th of June, but the engineer's completion certificate only reaches Axis Bank on the 13th of June. On the 30th of June. For Axis Bank, the reduction takes effect only on the 30th of June when the document arrives, not on the 15th when the work was actually completed. Axis Bank does not send anyone to verify whether the work was really finished on the 15th. It does not investigate the construction site. It simply looks at the document. The document is the trigger, not the underlying fact. This is the document's principle from Article 6 showing up again here in a slightly different form. And it keeps the entire system clean, objective and free of subjective disputes. What if the guarantee does not specify any document at all? Article 13 covers this as well. In that case, the occurrence of the event must be determinable from the guarantor's own records. or from an index specified in the guarantee. A simple example, imagine a financial guarantee where the amount reduces automatically as a loan gets repaid. Since the repayments are credited directly into Axis Bank's own account, the bank already has reliable internal records. It does not need any external certificate. It simply checks its own books or consider a guarantee linked to a published index, a commodity price, an exchange rate, or some other recognized benchmark. Once that index hits the agreed level mentioned in the guarantee, the variation happens automatically, with the bank simply referring to that published source. Now, Article 13 gives a strong word of caution that applies to anyone drafting these guarantees. The event and the corresponding change in amount must be described with complete precision. Vague language such as the guarantee amount shall reduce suitably is simply not acceptable. Why? Because that kind of language invites disputes. What does suitably even mean? Who decides? The whole purpose of Article 13, my dear friends, is to eliminate exactly this kind of ambiguity. The guarantee must clearly state the exact event and the exact amount by which the guarantee increases or decreases. No vague language, no room for interpretation. So let us bring this together and understand why Article 13 matters so much practically. For Axis Bank as a guarantor, Article 13 saves enormous administrative effort. Instead of issuing fresh amendments every time the guarantee value needs to change, the bank simply follows the mechanism that was built in from the start. For Rahul as the applicant, this means a smoother, faster, less paper-heavy guarantee process as his project progresses through its milestones. And for the UAE authority as beneficiary, Article 13 gives complete transparency. They know exactly when and how the guarantee amount will change because it is all written down clearly in advance. No surprises, no disputes about whether an event has truly occurred instead of treating a guarantee as a static document that only changes through normal, those formal amendments. So Article 13 allows it to evolve automatically based on dates, events, documents and records or indices that were agreed upon right at the start. It reduces the paperwork, reduces disputes and keeps the entire guarantee mechanism clean and objective from beginning to end. That is Article 13, my dear friends, variation of amount of guarantee unpacked. If this series is adding value to your trade finance knowledge, please like this video, share it with a colleague and subscribe to Ravneet Knowledge Bites if you have not already done that. The full URDG 758 series is live on the English Trade Bites playlist, article by article, and we're just getting started. See you in the next one. Thank you.